Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how I make my Black Forest flan. Now this is my own creation, so if you haven't seen it somewhere on a website somewhere, don't be alarmed. I'll put it up on my website soon and I'll put the link below in the description bar. To start off with, we need to make the flan sponge itself. What we do is we beat 3 eggs until they're nice and frothy. Then we add 115 grams of softened butter. Next we add 120 grams of sugar. And then we add 4 to 5 tablespoons of milk. So just spread that batter out evenly and make sure that you put it down the edge, because that's where you're going to get your decoration from. So while the flan case is cooking in the oven, let's start on our filling. Into a saucepan, put 1 cup of thickened cream, or in your country you might call it heavy cream, and 1 cup of milk. And what we're going to do is just simmer that on a very low heat on the top of the stove. And while your milk and cream mixture is simmering on the stove top, put 2/3 of a cup of white sugar into a bowl and 6 egg yolks, or about half a cup of egg yolk. It really depends on the size of your egg. And then just mix them together. And once that's mixed together, add about 3 tablespoons of flour. Now I'm using dessert spoons, so it's going to be about 6 dessert spoons or 3 tablespoons of just plain flour. And 2 tablespoons of corn flour. So once the milk and cream mixture has been simmering on the stove top and it's reached a simmer temperature, just add about 2 tablespoons at a time to the egg mixture and just blend it through. So once all the cream and milk have been blended into the egg mixture, that's the time that you add about a teaspoon of vanilla extract or essence. You can even use a vanilla bean or a vanilla pod if you want to. Stir that through. And then add 100 grams of melted chocolate. I use dark chocolate in my custard, but you can use white chocolate or milk chocolate. Now just transfer everything from this bowl back into the saucepan and bring it to a simmer again until your custard starts to thicken on the stove top. So as you can see, the chocolate custard has now gotten quite thick, and what we're going to do is just put it to the side and wait for it to cool down for a little while. So while we're waiting for the custard mixture to cool down, I thought I would just show you the finished product of the chocolate sponge flan that I've made. As I've shown you previously, I got a beautiful 12-inch tin. It's a flan tin from kitchenwaredirect.com. I've just put the link down below so that you can see what else they do sell, and if you want to procure one of these beautiful flan tins yourself, that's the place to go. Now I love the tin itself because it's got a beautiful enamel coating on it that allows the flan to just slip out without any encouragement with a knife or anything else. So I just wanted to show you how beautiful the flan case turned out yet again. So we're nearly ready to assemble our Black Forest flan. So let's just drain the cherries. Now this is a tin of black cherries that I bought. I'll show you the tin. just pitted black cherries in syrup. Now we want to retain that syrup because we're going to put a bit of a glaze over the top. But for now, I just wanted to get the cherries out so that I can put them through the chocolate custard. This is a very thick custard, so there's not going to be any problem with it setting, that's for sure. So just spread it evenly over the base of the flan. And as you can see, I'm just using a metal spoon, and I dip it in boiling hot water every now and then just to make it easier to spread the chocolate custard. And as you work, try and poke a cherry around the custard just so that you can not make it too hard for yourself later on. Just put it into the fridge to set for a little while we make the cherry topping. So into a saucepan, place your cherry syrup. Now, an adult version, which you can leave out, is a couple of tablespoons of a red wine. So just going to blend about 2 tablespoons, or actually probably 3 dessert spoons, or 1.5 tablespoons through that liquid that we've got there. And once it's all been totally blended, you put it on the stovetop until it starts to thicken. And then we're just going to pour that over the whole flan. And that'll add a very nice jelly-like layer to the very top of it. So as you can see, that cherry liquid has thickened up into a beautiful jelly-like substance, which you can now just spread over the whole flan. I do it while it's still hot, or else it's just going to be a bit too difficult when it's cooled down. So just like that, try to get it all the way to the edge so that it looks just perfect. It smells divine. If you could smell this, you'd understand. It's got a very sweet, rich smell to it, made even better by the addition of a little bit of red wine. And just to top off this dreadfully naughty dessert, let's just drizzle some dark chocolate across it as well. Now obviously we don't eat like this every day. Don't think I cook like this every day. I try to cook healthy meals for my kids, make them eat their veggies, but a small piece of this every now and then, well, you know, we're human. I've never seen a healthy corpse yet, as my mother keeps saying. So there you have it. That's my finished product. I'm going to whop that in the fridge just to cool down completely and set. And once it's been set, I'm going to cut you a slice so you can see how everything turned out.